Hello guys, how are you doing today? I hope you are cool. I hope you are fine. Welcome to my channel. This is Fashion Star Gold. Today I'm going to teach you on how to do or draft a perfect off-shoulder blouse. These are the tools. These are the tools here. I'm going to use my measurements. Let's get started. My shoulder is 16 inches. 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. So I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slant. From the shoulder slant, I'm going to measure half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. So I'm putting the 8 inches here, marking it here. I'll come here and mark the half of the shoulder measurement, 8 inches. Then I'll now connect the line. I'm connecting the line here. This is my shoulder slant. I'm slanting from the tip of this paper to the slope here. So I want to take my bust measurement now. So my bust measurement from shoulder point to the bust point is 10.5. From shoulder to under bust is 14.5. To the waist is 18 inches. The hip is 25 inches from the shoulder, and this is the allowance. So I'm going to connect. I'll make a straight line here. I'm rolling a straight line. That's my under bust line. This is my bust point line. That's my half length, the waistline. That's my hip line. So if you don't know how to cut a perfect off shoulder, just draw nearer, get closer, because this one is very easy. You understand it very well. I'm using my measurement as I said. So I look for the midpoint. From here to here, I get the midpoint, which is 4 inches. I'm going to measure the neck. The neck is 3 inches, 3.5 inches. You can take 3 inches or 3.5 inches. That is the neck width. The neck depth, I'm taking 4 inches here. Actually, I don't need to measure this, but I want to measure for the sake of clarification, for you to understand it very well. We are not going to make use of this neck measurement. So that is the neckline for now. I'm not making use of it. So from here, from the shoulder measurement, I want to take my neck depth. I'm taking between 6.5 and 7 inches, but I'm going to mark 7 inches there. When I mark 7 inches, I'll then connect from here to the midpoint at the armhole. So I'm going to use a curve ruler. So I'm connecting it this way. Please, if you want to learn how to make cut or measure or draft an off shoulder, watch this video to the end. My bust span measurement is 9 inches divided by 2 plus half inch is 5 inches. So I'm drawing the 5 inches, marking it to the end. So I'm drawing a line. So this is my shoulder line. This shoulder line, I'll look for the midpoint of it. It's 4.5 inches, so I'm taking 2.25. 2.25 inch. This is my bust point line. So I'll come up by 1 inch. I'll come down by 1 inch. So please subscribe if you have not done it. The essence of subscription is for you to get notification, for you to have anytime I post a video, you'll be able to access it. It's coming straight down to you. So that is in need of subscription. You are not paying for it. Subscription is free for it to give you notification that I posted a new video. So I'm going to roll the line from the midpoint of the shoulder to the 1 inch that I measured above the bust point line. So now I've drawn this side. No, under my bust now, that's under bust line here. I want to take the bust dart. So for the dart, I'm using 2 inches. I'm using 2 inches. I'm taking 2 inches all around. So this is an off shoulder Bustier blouse. That's why I'm saying just watch this video to the end. You will not miss out. So please subscribe. So I want to connect from here the 2 inches down to the 1 inch that I mark from the bust point line. So I'm connecting, making a curve here for the breast cup. That is breast cup curve. Here in this place, the center of the front, or the center front, anyhow you want to call it, I can leave it plain. If you want to mark ½ inch, you can mark ½ inch, ½ inch, ½ inch here. Then I'll connect the line to the hip. From here, you make a curve to the 1 inch under the bust line. So I'm making a curve like this. But for me, it's optional. I don't want to use this. I'm not using this dart. I prefer to use this other one. Why I want it like that, so that when I finish sewing, this place it will not be puffed up. It will not be rumpled. The place will be very clean and clear. So that's the dart. Now I want to take the measurement. The bust measurement is 42 divided by 4 is 10.5. I want to add 4 inches allowance. At the end of it, I'm going to trim it off. So the under bust measurement, I don't want to measure it. I go straight to my waist measurement. My waist measurement, I'm taking 10 inches. That is the circumference of the waist is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches. 10 inches plus 2.5. Remember that we have already cut a dart here. This is 2.5 inches plus 3 or 4 inches. That is 2.5 plus 3.5. Remember the dart here, I've replaced it. So going to my hip line, my hip line is 46 divided by 4 is 11.5 inches plus 2.5 here for the dart, and 3 inches allowance. That is 5.5 inches. So I'm going to connect it. You can use your ruler to curve it, to connect it, make a straight line. If you have a hip cuff like this, you now use your hip cuff to connect it. Don't say because I don't have hip cuff ruler, I cannot use it. I cannot sew. No, you can use your ruler. It will still come out well. So from the bust line here, I will connect from here to this place. Remember, it's an off-shoulder blouse. I don't need to cuff it. I cannot cuff it like this. Instead of that, I'll connect it straight from the midpoint to this place. That's all. So I want to cut it out now. If you want it to be very neat, very fine, you can come up by maybe like 1 inch. That 1 inch there, connect it down here. So I want to cut it now. So it's very, very simple. See how simple it is, how easy the off-shoulder blouse is. Please subscribe to it. Subscribe to it. You are not paying for it. So this is the up of it. You can use it as yoke. If you want to attach a lace material different from the material for an off-shoulder blouse, you can use it like this. Place it on a material, a different material, and use it as a yoke. So you don't need to throw it away. It's very, very important. So back to this place. I'm cutting it out now. That. So please subscribe to it so that anytime I post a video, you'll be notified that I've posted a new video. Press on the notification bell. As I said, I don't want to use it, but since I've already calculated 2 inches plus ½ inch, let me cut it. So I want to show you how it looks like. This is the front pattern of an off-shoulder bustier blouse. Very, very easy. If you have not subscribed to it, please try and do it. God bless you. So that's the yoke of it. That's the up part of it. This is center, and these are the side. So that is how it is. If you are joining it, you join from the down. So this is the front side of it. I want to cut the back side of it now. So please subscribe to my channel if you have not done it. Don't just watch and go away. So I'm starting the back part of it. So I'll start with the measurement. The shoulder measurement divided by 2, 16 divided by 2 is 8 inches. Come down by 1 inch. That is for shoulder slope. I'll take my armhole measurement now. That's part of the shoulder. That is half of the shoulder. I'm measuring half of the shoulder here. Then I'll connect it. So I'm making the slope here, shoulder slope. So I'm going to measure my shoulder to bust, that's 10.5, shoulder to waist 18 inches, shoulder to hip 25 inches. So I'm going to rule a line. This is the back part of it, the back side of it. You don't need under bust measurement. So these are the measurements needed for the back side of it. So as I said, remember my bust point from the shoulder is 10.5. So I want to take the measure the bust span measurement now. Bust span is 4.5 plus ½ inch, 5 inches. So I'm going to measure the 5 inches all the way down. I'll rule a line. So I'll come here, set or measure the midpoint, which is 4 inches. I'm going to measure the neck, which I'm not going to use for anything. 3.5 here for the neck width. For the neck depth, 4 inches. So this is a yoke in case you want to use it on another material, or you want to attach a material to this one. So for the actual neck of it, I'm taking 6 inches depth. So I'm going to connect it to the midpoint here at the armhole, which is 4 inches. So I'm making a line here. So this is the neck for the back. So here I'm going to mark 5 inches here. That's the bust span measurement. So I'll now connect it here. So I'll take ½ inch here at the waist, ½ inch and ½ inch. So I then connect it this way. Connect it this way. Remember, this is the back side of it. So please subscribe if you have not done it. So now I'm taking the measurement now. The circumference, as I said, is 10.5 inches. That's 42 divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. So plus this one ½ inch here. That is 11 inches plus 3 inches allowance. It's better for you to add more allowance than for you to look for material to attach, for you to be short of it. So I'm taking 10 inches here. 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches plus 1 inch. That's 11 inches for the waist, plus 3 inches allowance. This allowance, so that when you finish, you can cut it off. And cut it off. This one is 46 divided by 4 is 11.5 plus 3 inches allowance. When you finish, just cut it off. So I'm connecting from the bust point line to the midpoint. That is the armhole for this off-shoulder blouse. That is the armhole for it. Remember, when you finish sewing, you cut off the excess part of it. So I'm coming up here by 1 inch. I will then trim it out. So this is the waistline. There's some bulging at the back of somebody's clothes. You see somebody, the cloth will be fitted, but the back you'll be bulging, you'll be twisting. So if you don't want your back to be twisting or bulging, you take from here, you measure 1 inch here, then connect it this way to the bust line, bring it down here. This point is very, very important. This one, you not see any excess at the back. So I want to cut it now. Before this, let me connect this line. Connecting the line here, so that I can give you a style. So this is the back yoke. I'm cutting out the back yoke now. I'm cutting the darts, center back. So this is, remember to notch, very, very important. Remember to notch so that you will know where the bust measurement is. This is zip allowance. You have to notch. Notching is very, very important. So now you'll be able to know that this is the center back. So this is the yoke. This is the yoke for the back. This is the yoke for the back. You can use it, attach another material to it. Use it, it's a pattern, use it to cut another material and attach to any blouse you want. And you can as well stop at the waistline. You can attach from the waistline.
Thank you so much for watching my video.
You can attach
a peplum, a
please
subscribe to my channel. Bye.
So there are so many ways you can use the blouse.